Persian eyes, but she's from Nicaragua. Thought you.
What it is, besties, and I'm back again with another video. So today's video is going to be a little bit more of a serious sit down video. I know you guys have been seeing me post these TikToks and stuff on my Instagram and whatnot, as well as people that I have on Facebook. I have been seeing me post like updates and whatnot of like the thing I've been going through, and a lot of people have been having questions of what it was, like the details and stuff like that. So I just thought I would sit down and make a video about it. And also, like, I just want to put this out there because I know that as a female, you're supposed to check your body all the time and like make sure that you don't feel anything not normal, basically. And I'm here to say that if you ever feel anything that you think is wrong, tell somebody and go get it checked out, because I never thought that I would have to do everything that I had to do to figure out what my thing was. But yeah, just basically don't be scared to talk to anybody about something that you feel is not right with your body. Don't feel stupid about it either, and don't feel like it's just nothing and that you're gonna worry about it later, because if it gets worse and you don't know what it is, it could potentially be very serious and very bad for you. So with that being said, I'm just gonna get into this video. You know the drill, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications on so you can and will get notified every time I post a video. Also, make sure to follow my social medias. I'll be on the screen right here, as well as in the description box below. And yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna get into the video. So everything started on August 29th. I have a notepad or a notebook right here of like the dates and stuff, so I don't forget the dates and don't miss any key concepts. So everything started on August 29th of this year. I was in the shower. This was, I'm pretty sure, a Monday. And I felt a large marble / quarter-sized ball in the side of my right boob. And when I noticed it, first of all, the first thing I noticed about it was that it was very, very, very movable, and it wasn't attached to anything. So in my head, that was good. And then other than that, I was very scared because I was like, this isn't in my other boob. I don't know what this could be. I mean, it could be a bunch of different things, you know what I'm saying? So I took a picture of it the best that I could, and I'll insert that on the screen. And throughout this video, I will insert clips or videos or pictures of the stuff that I'm talking about so you guys can see everything. Yeah, so I sent the picture to my mom, and then basically she said she was going to check it when she got home, because at the time she was at work. And when she got home, she checked it and she was like, yeah, we're going to get it checked out. So we were going to go to the doctor that week, but then they couldn't get me in anywhere. So then my mom talked to her personal doctor, and her doctor said that I need to go get it checked out as soon as possible. So the only other option for that week was to go to the after hours clinic on Saturday. So on September 3rd, I went to the doctor, which was, again, that Saturday. And the doctor, like, obviously checked it and everything, and she said that I needed to go get an ultrasound. So they set me up an ultrasound appointment, and the ultrasound was on September 9th. And I went to the ultrasound, and they took the pictures and everything, and then she walked out of the room, and then she walked back in the room with the doctor, and the doctor came in, and he was like, you need to get a biopsy. And I will insert the ultrasound pictures so you can understand what I'm saying a little bit better. But basically, there was no, like, there was a border on it, but it was, like, rigid. And then there was also 2 spots inside of the ball that were not filled in. And he was worried about those. He said that they could just be fluid, or that it could be cancer, or something that's going to turn into cancer. And he also said it could be a fibronoma. So he wanted me to get a biopsy. And then what worried me the most about this ultrasound talk that the doctor had with me and my mom was the fact that he started talking about his family, because when he walked out, he was going to walk out of the room. My mom was like, don't be upset, we don't know what it is yet. And that's what she told me. And then right before he walked out, he came back in, like, closed the door again, and he started talking about his family, and he was like, I do what I do because of my mom. And he said that basically his mom had cancer and she ended up dying from it. Breast cancer, to be exact. And then 3 of her sisters died of breast cancer, and then her other sister died of ovarian cancer. But he does what he does because of his family, and he's been doing it for 17 years, and at this office for 10 years. And him saying that I don't know, like, it kind of put in my head that I was like, okay, if it's not serious, why are you telling me this? You know what I'm saying? But, I went on about my day or whatever. Obviously, at this point, and from the get-go, I was not sleeping and had not been sleeping until the Monday I got my results back from the biopsy. So, I was terrified. I didn't know. I didn't have answers, basically. And the unknown was so traumatic. So then, I can't remember if it was the day after the ultrasound or the day that it happened. But Mom had called me downstairs after she got home from work. And I think it was the day after. And we were outside talking, and then she came back inside and she just hugged me, and I started bawling, and then she started bawling, and then 10 minutes later I was sitting on the couch and my brother hugs me and I started bawling again. And then later on that night when my dad got home from work, my dad called me downstairs, and I was sitting there and Mom was sitting on the couch as well, and Dad started talking about it, and I looked at Mom and Dad and I was like, I can't even talk about this without crying. And then I started bawling. Mom was crying. And then I look up, my dad's crying too. And if you know my dad does not cry. So this was a very scary situation, not only for me, but for my family as well. But one thing that stuck with me through this whole thing was, number one, God was by my side through this all. Like, He answered every prayer that everyone prayed for me, including my family and myself. He answered every single prayer. And and also, one thing that stuck with me the most was the fact that my dad, when we were all crying together, he said that I wasn't in this alone, that they were in this with me, and that stuck with me because I'm very fortunate to have the family that I have and to have my family together as one. I know a lot of people don't have that, so I'm very, very grateful for that. So, I have thanked my mom and dad and my brother over and over again for constantly being there for me through this whole experience and this whole situation, and I don't know, I'm very blessed to have them. I don't know what I would have done without them. But then, moving forward from that, September 21st was when I went to get my biopsy. I was freaking terrified. I tell you, some people had said that it wasn't bad and that you're numb, you don't feel anything, this and that there, but I still felt like I was not prepared at all for the biopsy. So on the way there, I had a breakdown in the car, like a silent breakdown. I was terrified, shaking, nervous, scared, anxious, you name it, I was that. So when I go back to do the biopsy, she was explaining to me the shot and everything, and she was like, this shot is the same shot that they use to fill cavities for like the numbing or whatever. And I told her, I said, my metabolism is really, really high, and my body eats the medicine, so you might need to give me another dosage of the numbing medicine because my body's probably going to eat it before y'all start. So instead of giving me one shot, they had to give me two, and those are the most painful shots I've ever had in my life. They burn and sting, and you can feel it going through your body. And then she started the biopsy, and it kept moving, and she was like, this is a very benign movement. And I'm so thankful that she said that, because it kind of relieved a lot of tension, and it kind of helped me a little bit more. But they take this biopsy gun, and it has like something inside of it, and they click it, and it goes into your body, collects the tissue, they click it again, it pulls it out. So they did that 7 or 8 times. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it was 7 or 8 times. And so basically they took 7 or 8 samples of my tissue, and they said the results will be back on either Friday or Monday. And this biopsy was a Wednesday. The results didn't come back on Friday. So Monday we waited all day, and then at 7 o'clock my mom gets a call, and the doctor was like, I want to call you before I left the clinic and tell you her results. Her results came back really, really good. It's not cancerous. It is a fibrocystic adenoma. Basically what that is the same thing as a fibrinoma. You can look it up, and I'll put it on the screen as well. But with a fibrocystic adenoma, it can be painful and get bigger or smaller. If it gets bigger, I'll probably have it taken out, just because it low-key bothers me that I have it in me. That's basically everything that happened. I don't know. It was a very traumatizing experience, very scary, and I never thought that I would be one to go through something like this. That's why I say that if you feel anything abnormal with your body, or you ever feel anything with your boobs or anything, tell somebody and then go to the doctor, because it could be nothing or it could be something. or you can go through everything that you need to do and then find out that it's really nothing serious, but rather be safe than sorry, you know what I'm saying? The unknown is what killed me the most. I was majorly upset, but I didn't want to post details on social media without knowing exactly what it was, because I didn't want to say that it was cancer if it wasn't cancer, which thankfully it turned out not to be cancer, but it could have been. So I want to thank everybody who watches this video, who prayed for me. It was very much so needed. I was a mess. My family was a mess. None of us were sleeping. Nobody was sleeping. I was so uneasy throughout the days, throughout the nights. Like, I was waking up every few hours. I just basically couldn't sleep, and you could tell I couldn't sleep. Like, I was very pale, very unhealthy looking. Not really unhealthy looking, but like, you know what I'm saying. Like, when you don't get sleep and stuff, if you're used to getting sleep all the time, then you're not going to look the same. That's basically what it was. And it was, I don't know, just honestly very, very scary. So that is basically what happened. If I missed anything, I will make sure to pop in and explain what happened if I missed it. But I'm pretty sure I got everything. That's basically what happened with my experience and my journey that I've been going through. It was 29 days as of the Monday I got my results back. So today's Friday, and I got my results back this week. So I'm much better now. But a lot of people who I don't even talk to have reached out to me, which I still want to thank you guys for as well. For anybody who reached out to me, thank you guys so much for praying for me and, you know, always checking up on me and making sure I'm good and all of that. Like, it means a lot to me. I didn't know how many people really cared until now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was more of a serious video, more health related, but I felt like I need to get this out there sooner than later. And I thought a lot of you guys would want to know that it did come back non-cancerous and that I will be okay. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video.